So what up, Noy fam? It's your fam. Boy, it's your family, the one and the only black Noy that you will know in your life. So let's do it real quick. Let's do a double chin check. Okay. Okay. I know you can't see it. This video is not directly disrespecting Mr. Menk's suggestions on how to improve the Gilas program. Alright, so last night I got home from work and I came across this video that was posted by Major Menk, or the Menk, or aka they call him, I think, Rambo at one point in his career. So yeah, so it's ERICK Menk. He posted a video on his YouTube channel and he made us 5 suggestions on how to improve the Gilas Pilipinas basketball team.
Along jumper, it won't fall. ERICK Menk boxed out as it allowed for the rebound. This is ERICK Menk in the middle, driving down hard.
Said, you know, basketball found me in the Philippines, and I know how crazy the Filipino fans are all over the world about basketball. So I'm just pretty much saddened. You know, I expected for Gilas Pilipinas not to win a game just because the Filipino brand of basketball has been lacking, you know, outside of Asia for a very long time. And that's a fact. And we all know that, right? Okay, so let's begin ERICK Menk's suggestion.
Player. There have been a lot of comments going around about Andre, but for me personally, he's been with the national team now for 5 years, which is a normal life cycle, I would think, of a naturalized player. He's 33 years of age, and I think it's just time for a change.
So, number one suggestion he made is he said to get rid of Andre or Andrew or Blatche, right? He's 6'10", small guard. I mean, the guy used to ball. The guy used to hoop. He was a good NBA player. There's a reason why he was in the NBA for a long time. The problem with Blatche is ever since he stayed and played for the Philippines, he pretty much stayed in the Philippines. He never really played anywhere else, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment down below if I'm saying this wrong. Instead of Blatche, you know, energizing the Filipino brand of playing basketball to his level, what happened, in my own opinion, his brand of basketball became same as the Filipino brand. National competition, he represented the Philippines. He pretty much kind of got fat, and I mean, he wasn't the same player anymore. What I'm saying is, instead of him taking his teammates, the Gilas pool players, to his level, he pretty much kind of joined the field. So now they're all the same star. They don't really have anybody that can look up to and, hey, here, take over. So going back to Mr. Menk's suggestion to replace Blatche or get a new naturalized basketball player, I think that's a good idea. In order for the management of the Filipino Gilas basketball program, in order for them to attract, you know, foreign players willing to leave where they are or where they came from, is they need to think about the compensation. You guys need to pay, they need to pay these people money. They need to pay them a lot of money. They need to pay them, I mean it. Listen to what read my lips, right? They need to pay these people. If you want a good naturalized 6'10", 6'11" basketball player from the United States, you need to pay them good money. So I agree with the idea to get a new naturalized player to bring the talent and the tenacity, the athleticism to the Filipino brand, to bring that to the Filipino basketball Gilas program. I think that's what they need. You know, they don't need anybody that will just blend with Filipino style. It's not going to happen. So I agree, Mr. Menk. We need new players, but that player got to get paid, and that player got to come in and teach our players to play like in a high level, offensively and defensively, and that's the most important thing. So That's it. Now let's move on to number 2.
Second on my list of my recommendations on how to improve Gilas Pilipinas is we have to have our best lineup available.
Okay, so Mr. Menk said we need our best lineup. Okay, I have a problem with this. When you said best lineup, I mean, who are you referring to? The Jason Castro? Who? I mean, right? I mean, right? I mean, we need bigger men. We need big men that will play and that will compete internationally. We're the shortest, I think, shortest team in Fiba, or pretty much in the world, or any international competition. We're always small. We don't really have a lot of big dudes in the Philippines, and that's just a fact, right? We're good enough in Asia, don't get me wrong, but internationally, the Europeans, I mean, the Americas, even the Asians, Australia, come on. So he said best lineup. And who? I mean, who do you want? I mean, most of those people, most of the players that did not play this competition played before, and they didn't really, I mean, nothing really, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. So I have a problem with that. You know, I don't have a problem with best lineup available. I mean, who are you waiting for? I don't know. I mean, maybe there's players out there in the Philippines right now that I'm not really aware that can compete internationally. But so even with the best lineup, I don't think Gilas will ever compete. But it doesn't mean we can't win. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I don't know. What best lineup? Maybe. I'll think about it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so number 3, move on.
Suggestion on how to improve the Gilas Pilipinas program is to specify times during the year when our national team can maybe travel and play some non-Asian FIBA teams. What if we go to Europe and we don't even have to play the top teams in Europe? We don't go to mid-levels that play a similar style that we can be competitive against and also learn from.
The idea is go abroad and play international teams, right? Like a scrimmage, and play their lower level teams because they said that they play the same way. I kind of disagree with that. I don't think a lot of those lower level teams abroad play the same way. I think that there is a reason why they play lower level because they can't really go up to the higher level. Remember, we need to go to the highest level basketball because when you go to FIBA, you're not playing against the lower levels. You're playing against the higher level teams. What's the point of going abroad and playing lower level when you can just go stay in Asia and play your game? Because we are in the lower level. Comment down below, I mean, if I'm saying this wrong, but that's how I understood what Mr. Menk said. Go abroad and play the lower level team because they play the same style. Maybe they do play the same style, but they're not playing their highest level. My own suggestion is, the Gilas program should stay in one country, right? And then play the best teams out there. Say, maybe Gilas should come to the US of A and maybe play college teams, like what the Philippine team did before. Just don't fight. Just don't fight. I remember there was a big fight. I think they were playing Louisville, something like that, and it was like in the 90s. Come to the US and then train, play against college Division I basketball, Division II basketball teams over here. I think that's a good start. But going to Europe, train with US coaches, train with the best conditioning coaches, and then you go from there. That is realistic. So, yeah. Try.
The fourth thing I would consider, if you do not want to hire an international or foreign coach, hire a international or foreign consultant for the team and for the program. That is my fourth suggestion.
So number 4, Mr. Menk said hire a consultant like that Baldwin guy. Here's the thing about Baldwin. Okay, I'm not really impressed about that guy. I mean, there's a reason why he's in the Philippines. He's in the Philippines because he can't get a job over here in the U.S. Nobody wants him. The players have to commit themselves, have to stay in that mindset that, okay, I'm going to be playing from now on, from day one. I'm going to be playing in the highest level possible. Well, the problem is not a lot of professional basketball players in the Philippines are like that. They're happy to stay where they are. It's just how it is. For me, I'll scratch that, forget that. I think you just gotta get the best conditioning coach ever. I think that's what you need to do. Get the best conditioning, the best defensive coach out there. That's just IMO in my own opinion. So let's go number 5. So number 5, he said, change the mindset of the Filipinos. I like it. I like the idea. We need to change our mindset. We have to. But the problem is, most of these players, when they get to the PBA, they tend to relax. Now, this is the highest level of basketball in the Philippines. And it's true. There's no more after the PBA in the Philippines. Where else you gonna go? PBA is it. You're not helping the other players, right? So if I'm not Gilas, why would I need to play in the highest level if I'm not gonna be going internationally? Well, if you're not gonna do that, how are you gonna help Fajardo? How are you gonna help Ravenna? How are you gonna help these other players? You relax, they relax. So what's the point? You're not gonna helping them. So I think the whole league, the whole players, they need to change their mindset. So I'm not gonna make this long. If all Filipino professional basketball players or college players or people that are coming up right now in the basketball world think that way, I want to make it to the NBA. Oh, man. That's just the solution right there. Dude, each and every player in the Philippines, they need to start thinking about, okay, I will make it to the NBA. That will solve the problem. Athleticism part of the Filipino players needs to improve a lot. Because we're lacking there. We're not close enough. So we need a coach that will pretty much make Filipino players athletic. Athletic, pretty much. Because Filipinos are too slow. Too much white right.